Alright, so today I'm replacing the stock Hamer pickups on this nice Hamer XT series guitar. They play really nice, it's just that the pickups sound, in my opinion, they sound a bit flabby. I think these pickups, I've already loosened it and taken it out, but I think these pickups are Seymour Duncan designed, and they're ceramic. So I'm replacing them. I replaced the front one already with a vintage DiMarzio, which was their version of the PAF. This is probably a late 70s or early 80s pickup here. And then in the back, I'm going to be putting in the GFS, focus on that, Dream 180 vintage voiced humbucker, and here it is already mounted in the mounting plate. I'm going to be putting that in here, and I'll go over a little bit of how to wire it and so on. Let me just get the thing flipped over so you can take a look at it and see how it's all wired up. Okay, so the first challenge is to figure out which side of this pickup is the north, which is the south. Typically on a humbucker, the one with the screws would be the north side, which I show on their diagrams on wiring it. See, got an N right there north on the screw side. But because this guy's got screws on both, we don't know which one's north and which one's south. So I took a guess based on what I could see on this side with this the wiring coming out here. I figured, well, maybe that's the north side. I don't know. The bridge side. So that's what I did. That's the first challenge. Figure that out. If it doesn't seem right when you're playing it, you're gonna have to swap them around. Second challenge is, of course, to fish that wire through that tiny little hole down in there into the cavity on the back side without damaging the wires. So what I did is I twist them pretty tight and push them down through the hole and gently push, and then get on the other side and pull at the same time and slide them through, which I have done. So he's in there now. So now I'm going to come around to the other side, and I have to put the camera down. Okay, so I flipped the guitar over, and interesting thing on these guitars, they have these connectors in here that, on one hand, it makes it convenient to connect and disconnect, but on the other hand, it's sort of just one more point of failure where a connection can go bad. And there's really no reason to have it there. It's kind of silly, other than their manufacturability is probably easier for them to do it this way. So I'm probably going to remove this guy right here. He's on this pot right back down in here, and just solder directly to it. And I'm just going to follow the wiring diagram that they give them here. So pretty straightforward if you know how to solder. If you have a soldering iron, which I have a nice soldering iron right here, we're going to solder it on here. You can pretty much see the green in this case is the plus side, and the black is the ground, and I'm going to solder together the red and the white, and then I'll tuck them off to the side and probably put some shrink tubing or some black tape over and electrical tape and tuck them out of the way. And then, of course, the shield, which is this silver one, is going to get soldered down to the top of the pot down in here. So, alright, I'm going to do that right now and get back with you. Alright, so here you can see I soldered down to the case of the pot there. One thing I should make note of is try to keep these wires back out of the way while you're soldering, not get your iron on them. Don't want to melt the wires. I actually bumped one there and just didn't melt it, but definitely can see I hit it. And then I put and bent over the red and the white, and put a little bit of shrink tubing over that. And I'll just tuck them out of the way. And then what I'll do is I will tie this all together with a little zip tie, get it all nicely neat together, and that should do it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and dress this up, clean it up a little bit, And then we're going to go to the next step, which is, of course, putting the strings back on it and doing the setup, and get to what you really are interested in, and that is, how does this Dream 180 actually sound like? And that's what we're going to get to. That's what's more important, right? Okay, so I just checked this with a compass, and I had a 50-50 chance in getting this right with the poles north to south, and I actually got it wrong. Because as I slide this across here, I find that my north and south are not the same as what they should be. North should be the slug side. See, on this one, this is north. So see how the pin, south side of the pin touches on the north, and then I go way over to here. Oh, guess what? It flips around. I should be pushing back this out of the way because that's south side, and they should be like that, north. So that's flipped around. I got to turn the, I take the pickup out, turn it around 100. Okay, so I want to give a few comments on the quality of this pickup. It appears to be pretty good quality, but on their website they stated that the pole tips were, I believe, 2 inches for the bridge. However, these are wider than 2 inches. So my bridge is 2 inches from E to E, and their pickup is, well, from center to center on each end is a little over, it's like 2 1/16. So they're actually wider. So as you can see, the strings don't quite line up in the center of the pole tips. Not a big deal. I'm just saying, quality-wise, if they're going to advertise it, I don't know. I have to go back and look at their website, I guess, and check. But it should be more like down the center. Whereas, like, if you look at this DiMarzio, it's pretty much dead nuts down the center. Each of those strings is the way it should be. So, anyway, other than that, I mean, the potting looked good on the back before I put it in. The quality of the soldering and everything looks good. So, next step is plug this baby in and see how it sounds. Okay, so I have the GFS bridge pickup installed in this hammer. In the neck position, I have a vintage DiMarzio, their PAF version that I just put in there. So let me just say something real quick about the hammers. This is a really good guitar for the money. You take the pickups out and put some nice pickups in there, and this thing's really nice. The pickups, in my opinion, that are in there are a bit flabby. So, but the neck is super nice, super fast. You've got a Gibson standard double cutaway here. It really rocks. Really is a nice guitar. So anyway, with that, I'm going to do a little demo here of this pickup. And first of all, in my opinion, this is a major improvement over the original pickup. But in my mind, there's nothing special about this, just that they have the adjustable core screws on both sides, and it's like really no different than a PAF type pickup. So anyway, though looks, kind of looks kind of cool. I mean, this one I got some perloid in there. It kind of matches the color of the guitar. So anyway, I'm going to be playing it out of a Roland Cube, and we'll start off with clean first of all, and just kind of give you an idea. This is all subjective because first of all, the microphone is just on my camera, and I'm not using a mic up at the amp, and so it's kind of just my opinion. I mean, you can, in everybody's interpretation of what they like. So, but it'll give you an idea. So here we go. Nice ring to it. Here is it with a little punchy distortion. Baby, that cooks. So alright, so just for some contrast, we'll do the middle position. And for those who want to hear my vintage PF and neck, and we'll put it on clean. Middle position. Okay, and then the bridge position clean. So there you have it. I think it's a pretty good pickup. I think it's a keeper for the price. I think it's up there with the name brand competitors. It's pretty good pickup. I'm gonna keep it. So hope you enjoyed it, the demo and review, and keep in touch. Thanks.